Caring for the entire employee body and mind. That's what the Las Vegas Raiders are doing as they address mental health head on. Today, partnering with the Avery Burton Foundation to help give employees the tools they need to cope with stress and anxiety. News 3 City's Rosh has the story behind the movement.
The Avery Burton Foundation is named after a local man who lost his struggle with depression, committing suicide at just 22 years old. Now his family is determined to help others avoid their pain, even meeting with organizations where being tough is more than skin deep.
Times are changing in a good way, right? You know, all the statistics out there related to mental health that, you know, is problematic.
Amir Zafa knows they are conversations that are needed. His employer, the Las Vegas Raiders, flipping the script when it comes to addressing mental health, proving strength comes from within as well.
The Raiders have been, you know, game changers in sports and obviously in the NFL as a whole. And, you know, we look to continue to do those sorts of things because, again, this matters.
Wednesday morning, employees gathered to talk about some very heavy topics with members of the Avery Burton Foundation, a nonprofit that promotes awareness and education when it comes to mental health. Founder Reggie Burton lost his eldest son Avery to suicide 6 years ago.
From the outside looking in, he was ready to achieve his goals until he wasn't.
Burton says his son had just graduated with honors from UNLV, planning for a career in medicine when he suffered a major depressive episode. Now Burton is committed to offering outreach and mental health first aid tips to families, schools, and businesses.
It's stigma. The stigma around mental health is something that we all need to work to end. And I think the more that organizations, companies like the Raiders take the lead in opening up these conversations and centering mental health and wellness, the better we'll all be.
As part of Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, the foundation is also highlighting a shortage of culturally competent therapists. Christina Alden says when it comes to counseling, there is no one-size-fits-all approach, and a patient's background matters. Her goal is to give people tools to bridge the gap until they can speak to a professional. And step one is breathe.
Once we make the decision to breathe, it's telling our nervous system that we're willing to calm down. That's the magic of that moment. As well, if we can exhale for 90 seconds slowly, it changes the biochemistry, and so that also helps our nervous system calm down.
The foundation is also hoping at least one NFL player will wear its message on this season's cleats.
And then Avery had a quote, which is, "I don't have weekdays in my calendar, only strong days."
Something the league allows in its campaign, My Cause, My Cleats, giving players a chance to personally highlight nonprofits they support. As for his work helping others, Burton knows his son would approve.
I know he would be super proud. I think this is something that it would be consistent with his personality, with his desire to help others through being a doctor of therapy, right? So we're getting a chance to do that for him.
Now, to learn more about the foundation, we do have a link on our website. Just head over to news3lv.com. But if you or someone you know is having suicidal thoughts and needs immediate help, the hotline to call is 988. Denise Rosh, News 3.
Well, stories like that one highlight the importance of taking care of your mental health and having conversations to get help. If you scan the code there on your screen, you'll be taken to news3lv.com and the page where you can find a list of mental health resources and our past reports on various topics. Let's now turn to